So you guys know this. I love to kind of look at the lines and look at the odds as it pertains to gambling. And as now there are 10 states that have sports gambling legal in their states, it's becoming easier to kind of guess as to what's happening in the larger in the draft, right? A lot of times we sit around and we debate, hey, who's going to go here? Who's going to go there? And right now we are seeing Mac Jones surging out to a substantial favorite over everybody else to be the number 3 overall pick. So Trevor Lawrence is going to go number 1 overall to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 2 overall, based on odds makers, Zach Wilson is a monster favorite to go number 2 overall. And now Mac Jones is out to minus 333 to go number 3 overall. And kind of put that in perspective for the other positions right now, you could make, if the odds makers are wrong, you could make pretty decent money now betting on Mac Jones, somebody other than Mac Jones to go 3rd overall. So right now, looking at the overall draft results, there are 2-1 on Justin Fields, and if by chance you believe, hey, the guy who's going to go 3rd overall is Trey Lance, he's all the way up to plus 470, okay? So basically the 49ers, I told you this the moment it happened. I said Kyle Shanahan didn't trade up to decide that he was going to decide who his quarterback is later. When Kyle Shanahan made the decision to make the move to number 3 and give up all of the assets that the San Francisco 49ers did to get to number 3, he wasn't in like with the quarterback class. He was in love. And it now appears that love affair is between he and Mac Jones. So Kyle Shanahan is putting a lot on the line with Mac Jones being his guy. Now, it still remains to be seen whether Mac Jones would start this year. Because remember, the NFC West is just a total juggernaut now. It was already probably the best division in football. Kyler Murray now coming into his 3rd year, and the Cardinals are a legitimate big-time playoff contender. I think you can make an argument that the Rams are the best team in the NFC West now with Matthew Stafford, and I think you can even make an argument that Matthew Stafford as MVP, if you want to take a flyer on a guy, that the combination between the assets that the Rams have and Matthew Stafford suddenly being on a team with real offensive weapons around him and maybe the best defense in the entirety of the NFL, I think you can make an argument that Matthew Stafford is possibly a MVP candidate of the high level when you look at Sean McVay, what he's been capable of, the success that he managed to lead Jared Goff to, and now suddenly you've got Matthew Stafford, and then it looks like the Seahawks have papered over whatever differences they might have had, and so the 49ers, I think, looked around and said, we need a higher asset IQ quarterback than what we've got right now with Jimmy G. And so they're going to try to go get, it appears, Mac Jones. But, man, this is a big risk. Because if the 49ers swing and miss here, they've already spent a lot of money on Jimmy G, and the Kyle Shanahan defense is built phenomenally well. I don't know if you guys saw the video of Bosa working out. He looks like he's close to being back 100%. And so George Kittle, if he can stay healthy, obviously right up there, one of the best tight ends in the league. The Mac Jones love affair for the 49ers is intriguing because I think if we had told you coming into this season, hey, Mac Jones is going to end up drafted higher than Tua was drafted, you would have all said I was crazy. And yet, here we are with Mac Jones potentially going number 3 overall to the 49ers. You talk about a big risk and a big reward. I can't wait to see what's going to happen here. When we come back, top of the second hour, John McClain's going to join us in the second hour, but we're going to talk a little bit about this Britt Reed story. Could be messy for the Kansas City Chiefs, already a tragedy. And we'll also update you on everything going on with Deshaun Watson. This is Outkick on Fox Sports Radio.